Good morning and happy Sunday. What's going on, peoples? You know it's bad if I've pulled my rain boots out. Listen. Yeah, that's a lot of rain. That's a lot of muck. So I'm squishing in the ground right now, but my phone said it was like really raining, but it's not. It may be before we get home, but it's more misty. You know Misty? She's a sweet girl. Oh gosh, someone told me again that I needed to go have a mental evaluation because I have dementia. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, ma'am, you're rude. Second of all, witches get stitches. Okay, I'm just saying, witches get stitches. That's not what I said. I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. That goes back to a jail thing where the inmates would say, snitches get stitches. So I changed it a little bit to witches get stitches. Actually, I just used the B word, but that was more not towards her. That was towards some. That was me telling someone. That was me telling Patty. Okay. Yeah. And see, this is the problem with people. Both of her parents had dementia. My mom had stroke-related dementia. I know what dementia is. My grandmother had dementia. Both of my grandmothers had Alzheimer's. Yeah, one grandmother had dementia and Alzheimer's. I didn't even know that was possible. But I know, yeah. And then I told her I didn't. And she told me, denial was one of the first things. Okay. She said she wasn't being rude. She was concerned. I was like, look, I've never seen her name pop up in my comments. Believe it or not, I look at the names and the comments and I try to pay attention to who comments. So her name was not familiar to me. It's really raining now. And I don't know, to me, her comment wasn't out of concern. Well, I mean, it might have been intended to be out of concern, but it didn't come across that way. But the problem with things like this is both of her parents had dementia, so she looks at people with that in mind, and she assumes because I talk nonsense that I must have dementia without checking out other videos or knowing me. She just assumes that I too have dementia. I don't. Okay, I don't. I just don't. I'm just a goofball, okay? With ADHD that just talks absolute nonsense, walking around in the rain without a raincoat on, okay? At least I wore my rain boots. She said, you went from talking about your clothes, which don't matter, which doesn't make a person, I think that's what she said, I don't know, to talking about pigeon, S-H-I-T, and I was like, okay, and? That's normal for me, okay? I've been this way my whole life. Some people find it funny. Some people don't automatically assume that I have dementia because I talk about a wide variety of things, okay? I'm just a lot ADHD, I guess. But I passed my psychological exam, okay? Sheesh. And I still work. And do it very well, might I just say. Gotta go in, because I'm soaked. I'll be back. Well, hi. Here we are. I was sadly mistaken this morning when I looked at the weather and it said that the high today would be 62. I didn't know that 62 happened around midnight. I didn't know that. So when I got in the car and left for the grocery store. I just had on the same thing I had on this morning, this little t-shirt, and I wore my puffy vest and my hat because it was raining. Well, imagine my surprise when I came out of the grocery store and it was colder than it was when I went in, which was colder than it was when I walked Penelope. Our high was at midnight, and it's going to continually keep dropping throughout the day. It was like, let's see, I think it said it was 51, and then an hour later, 49, and an hour later, 47. Seriously. And then by 7 in the morning, it's going to be like 31. But the good news is it's going to stop raining, I hope. And tomorrow is supposed to be sunny. Sunny. Thank you for the sunshine you gave, sunny. But very cold. Yeah, I should pay more attention to those things so that I can dress properly when I leave the house. Yeah, because it was quite chilly out there in a short sleeve t-shirt. Yeah, because it is still rainy and now it's windy and yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. In other news, I just figured out today that Christmas is 2 weeks from today. And that panics me in a way that I can't even explain, because I'm normally done shopping by now, and I'm not even close to being done shopping by now. I have only just begun. I don't know what has happened to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't find what I want to shop for, and why can't people just tell you what they want? You know, my sister says, send me some items that you want for birthday and Christmas. I send her items. You know, I'm like, well, I would like a new mattress pad cover. I know that's silly, but I would rather her spend her money on it than me spend my money on it. Whatever. And, the little earpod things, Apple AirPods, whatever. I sent her that. I send her ideas. Ugh. All right, and here we are. I've gotten a lot done today. I've gotten a lot of cleaning done, and the grocery store, and cleaning, and washing sheets and towels, and now clothes are in to wash, and I've been busy. Yeah, and my sister's coming tomorrow, so I don't know where we're going, but I think she wants to go to Woodstock Outlet to look for furniture, because I told y'all she's getting her house redone, portions of her house, and they had it painted a different color, so she said now her couch is not going to match. Darn the luck. So I would like to paint this room. I just don't know what color to paint it, because see, the tan in the pillow matches the tan of the wall, which is kind of why I picked this couch, because I liked the light gray of it, but I liked the tan in the pillow. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't want to start painting, because you know what? Let's just be honest, I just can't paint like I used to could. It just takes a lot longer these days, and I just don't have time, to be quite honest with you. So maybe someday, but that someday is not today, so we'll move on from there. Yes, but anyway, I was just going to talk a little about the jail, since I mentioned the Snitches Get Stitches this morning. I remembered one of the inmates. I was working with Michelle, and we sat on this side of the counter, and there were these metal screens, and they had little openings in them, and then they had like a big, like the almost like a teller window. It's the round, half round opening where they could push their stuff through. So we were not completely blocked off from them. We shared air. Well, this one day, this inmate got upset with Michelle. Now, why did he get upset with Michelle? That was very hard to say. I don't know why he got upset with Michelle, because it wasn't like Michelle was being mean to him. He was probably just intoxicated and didn't want to be in jail, and instead of fighting with the officer, he decided to pick a fight with Michelle. I don't know. I mean, they did that sometimes. Well, he made the mistake of spitting upon Michelle. And Michelle, all I saw out of the corner of my eye was this wad of spit, and Michelle diving. She was like diving through the window after him. And I reached over and grabbed her belt and was holding her from going completely through that screen. I think she was gonna put a hurting on him. And I was like, let's not do that today, because I don't feel like writing reports, because that just requires too many reports to be written, and let's just not go there. I didn't say any of that. I was just like, just don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth all the internal affairs investigations we're going to have to go through if you beat the snot out of him, because I'm pretty sure she could have. And then another instance where someone was mad. The first one, it was a very small man, cop. He was a cop, but he was a very, very small man. I mean, he was probably 5'6", 5'6", 130 pounds, 140 pounds, very small, very thin, very young. And usually those can fight, but I don't. He brought this woman in, and this woman looked like a giant next to him. And she grabbed him, and she pushed him all the way across the room and slammed him into the wall. My deputies go out there and get her off of him. So she, of course, had to go to the padded cell, because that's what we did with them. We would put them in waist chains, and sometimes leg irons if they were kicking, waist chains. And they would have to hang out in the pad until they calmed down. Sometimes that took a long time. But that was that one. And then, like in the same week, maybe, a female officer brought in a male. And he did something, I don't even know what he did to her, but she did the same thing to him that woman did to that male cop. She pushed him across that room. I mean, she was in his face yelling at him. I don't know anything that happened, except I just remember it being so funny that the male cop got pushed across the room, and then the male inmate got pushed across the room by the female cop. I don't know why these things stick in my memory, but it's just amazing to me that people, you go out and you break the law, you get drunk, you drive, and then you go and get mad and want to fight because you got caught. Grow up, Take responsibility for your actions and just be like, yep, I did it. Because we had a lot of people that came in and they were like, yep, I was drunk. I shouldn't have been driving. What's my bond? Let me call somebody and get out of jail. And they were just pleasant and happy, and I like those people. Those ones that wanted to fight. I was just like, you need to stop drinking, because you're not a nice drunk, okay? But it's amazing how many people come to jail wanting to fight, wanting to spit, don't want to answer questions. We had a guy come to jail one night for speeding. If you ever think that you can't go to jail for speeding, you can. You know why? He wouldn't sign the ticket. Yeah. And the cop said, if you don't sign the ticket, you're going to go to jail, because signing the ticket is in lieu of going to jail. And he wouldn't sign the ticket. And he said, so you'd rather go to jail? And the guy kept running his mouth. So he came to jail. So when he came to jail, he was mad. Then he was yelling at me, you know. He was like, I can't believe he brought me to jail, blah, 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 blah. And it was just for speeding, and I wasn't even going that fast. And I said, well, you didn't sign the ticket. And he started cussing me, and I was like, look, you're the one that wouldn't sign the ticket. Don't yell at me. You could have been home in bed by now. But all you had to do was sign the name. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just saying that you'll return to court or pay your fine. That's it. Yeah. Now you got to post a $250 bond to get out of jail because you didn't want to sign the ticket, fella. Rude. Yeah, I get it. I've been pulled over before. Guess what? I signed the ticket. And then I paid it. That's painful too. I don't like paying tickets. I don't drive so fast anymore unless I'm on the expressway. Now, sometimes I do get carried away, but a friend of mine's daughter bought a brand new car. She's a nurse now, and she bought her first brand new car, and it's a red something, Mustang or something. I was like, just be careful, because I got more tickets when I owned a red car than I have ever gotten in any other car ever. And that's a true story. Maybe not more tickets per se, but I got pulled over more in that red car. Well, alrighty. That's going to be it for this one. I hope y'all are having a great day and staying warm. I mean, it feels like snow. Ugh. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy and people be mean. And I don't have dementia. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, okay? All right. Hit like, love, laugh, or some other button or comment. Okay, bye-bye.